Hey guys, it's the Daily Moogle, and welcome to another Let's Play. This is Dragon Warrior Monsters. You guys know this one. This is like the single greatest Game Boy game of all time. I mean, oh my god. I remember when I first discovered this game, friends across the street from my house actually had it before I did. I had never heard of it. I just saw him playing it, and I was like, hey, what is that? And he's like, well, it's Dragon Warrior Monsters, whatever. And it looked a lot like Pokemon to me. That was kind of my first impression of it. So I was like, well, hell, I gotta try it out then. And I did, and oh my god, it's such a good game. And I love the music in it, too. I could listen to this music, like, as much as anything else. I don't care if it sounds like a Game Boy. Like, the tunes are just so catchy, and I'm always so impressed with how creative you can be with stuff like that, even though it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to sound like a frickin' orchestra. You know, Game Boy music can sound just as catchy. And anyway, let's start a new game, shall we? So, if you're maybe part of the newer generation of gamers, and maybe you've never actually had a Game Boy Advance before, or this is actually Game Boy Color even, then shame on you. No, because I know we're getting to that point where kids are going to start growing up and not ever knowing that there used to be, like, these games, you know? It's kind of sad. It makes me feel old. But as we go through the game here, just, you know, you need to understand how awesome this is. And I'm sure you can probably pick up a Game Boy Color on eBay or somewhere else for, like, really cheap now. It's totally worth it. And yeah, you can just get it with an emulator on your computer for free. I mean, we all know that. But it's really just not the same experience as physically holding the game in your hand and playing it on a, you know, 2.5-inch screen or whatever it was. But anyway, so just keep that in mind. And then if you're a veteran and you've had this game before, and you know, then you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't need to go on any more than that. So let's go ahead and reminisce/discover, depending on who we are. So here's our sister, Malayu. Terry, wait. It's time for bed. Did you forget what Mom and Dad told us? Stay up too late, and you'll get carried away by monsters. What? You want to meet monsters? Don't be silly. Go to bed. So yeah, our main character's name is Terry. And what happens here after 5 seconds or so is you can actually hop out of bed and walk around. Our sister has fallen asleep already. That's pretty quick. I think on average it takes people 14 minutes to fall asleep, right? Except I'm sure that's changing now. People frickin' are on their phones and tablets and everything in bed now, and it's probably taking a lot longer to go to bed. But anyway, Terry looked in front of him. A flame sparkles and vanishes in the air. Terry looked at the bookshelf. Diary of Malayu. This ought to be good. Home alone with my brother. Hope no horrible monsters come out. Terry looked at the bookshelf. A fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a little boy and a little girl in a village. And that's it. So yeah, you don't have to check any of this stuff, but I'm just kind of doing it. Because this is the only chance you'll get to. You'll never come back to this room in the game, so... Except for the very end, maybe. I might be forgetting something. Anyway, we need to go to the right here. And wouldn't you know it, there's a freaking monster that jumps right out of that dresser. Are you Malayu? You don't look like her. Malayu's a girl. That would be a pretty good indicator that I'm not her. Your name is Terry? You're not the one. I'm Warabu from the Kingdom of Great Log. Don't you forget it! Bush! He just frickin' pushes us against the wall. While he drags our sister out of bed, across the room, and into the little dresser with him. So we freak out and go, holy shit. And then a different monster shows up. Huh? What happened? Where's Malayu? You're too late, man. Someone else already got her. You speak monster talk, don't you? Where's Malayu? Taken away? Oh no, I was too late. Waraboo? I'm not Waraboo. I am Wadabu. Wadabu, what? You want to know where your sister is? Well, follow me. Maybe you can find her. I hope you're a skilled master. You don't understand what I'm talking about? No, of course not. I was trying to go to bed, and then my sister got kidnapped, and now frickin' monsters are talking to me. You know, we've all been here before, right? So yeah, you can check out some more stuff. Apparently it's midnight at this point. Go figure. Terry looked at a stuffed animal. Something is written on it in a tiny, cute letters. Property of Malayu. Alright, anyway, what we've got to do is check the dresser, and then we're going to jump inside of it. And get warped to a magical land. Bum ba na 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 da da na 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 ba do 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 do. Oh, you must be the master. You must have had a long trip here. What? You don't know where you are? You're in the Kingdom of Great Tree. Wadabu brought you here. Let's get going. We have to visit the castle to pay our respects to the king. And this music right here is exactly what I was talking about. This music is awesome. Like, there's almost not... Well, I can't really say that, but anyway, this music is totally on par with anything that comes out today in, like, modern video games. Anyway, this music as well. It's a totally different tone, but oh my god, this music is so homey and relaxing. It really is. Anyway, this kingdom is created inside a big tree. We are at the bottom. The castle is at the top. So yeah, when he says it's the Kingdom of Great Tree, it's literally a huge-ass tree that people have, like, carved out and they just live here. Hey, is he the new master Wadabu brought here? Yes, indeed. I'm taking him to see the king. Good luck at the Starry Night Tournament. So we have no idea what that guy is talking about either. Now it's time to go see the king. I'm the minister of this kingdom. Are you the new master? His Majesty has a favor to ask you. Please comply with his request. Well, can I wait to hear his request before I agree to anything? I mean, how do we know what he wants? Welcome, I am the king of this kingdom. Identify yourself, my child. And yeah, you can put in your own name, but it's only up to like 4 or 5 letters, so I'm just gonna leave it as Terry. Because why not? Oh, Terry. And yeah, it's a different font too. So if you delete Terry, you can't type it in and have it look the same way. Like when you put in your own name, it ends up being the same font as the rest of the text there. So anyway, my wish is nothing but for you to participate and win the Tournament of the Starry Night. What? You say you would rather find your kidnapped sister? Didn't you come here to comply with my request? However, there's an easier way than searching for her. Win the Tournament of the Starry Night. Legend has it that the one who is victorious in the Tournament of the Starry Night will be granted a wish. Your wish to find your sister will be granted. That way we both win. Meanwhile, search for your sister while you prepare for the tournament. Here, I shall give you some monsters. Without any monsters, you cannot serve as a master. The monster farm is on the upper level. Go and ask Pulio for your monsters. Alright, well let's go do that, shall we? But we will come to find out very quickly that there's actually only one monster available. So here's Pulio. Did you come here to steal my monsters? Well, no. I came here to get them, yeah. I'm Pulio. I take care of this farm. I heard about you from the king. Take your monsters. Well, actually, I only have one monster, an old one. It's Slib. He was the favorite of our last king. Choose pick up to take the monster. Whoops. Sorry about that. Yeah, so eventually we'll have a lot of monsters that were dealing with, but for now it's only the one, so we just want to pick them up. You're gonna pick up this one? Yes. And you can look at his info before you decide, but this is our only option. But anyway, you can see the picture of him there, his name, gender, level, all of his stats, his family. He is from the slime family, of course. And then his total experience, how much he needs to go to the next level. And then this would be the window of all of his skills that he knows, but he doesn't know any skills. And then here, eventually, we'll start breeding our monsters as well. And in this window, you'll be able to see who the parents were. And the master is for, when you link up games together, you can actually breed monsters with other players. And so the original master's name would go on that window as well, so you can actually remember who you got that monster from. Like if you traded it with one of your friends or whatever. Train it well, Terry. Anything else? Nope, that's really all I can do for now. But as it turns out, the king does not know that there's only one monster available, so he's gonna find out. Right now. Oh, this monster is the former king's. Terry, why did you adopt that monster? Huh? This is the only one left? That Pulio! He must have let the other monsters escape. Pulio, bring him here! Off with his head! Or such and such. Your Majesty, please forgive me. We are worms! Worthless worms! Pulio, did Hale escape as well? Your Majesty, please forgive me. Hale escaped too. Arg, you let my precious Hale escape? This is unforgivable! Throw him in the dungeon! But then we step up and go, hey man, hang on a second. Calm down. What? You will catch Hale to free Pulio? You say you will catch Hale? Sounds interesting. You may try, Terry. Majesty, Hale escaped through the Traveler's Gate. I see. Now, Terry, proceed to the Traveler's Gate. If you bring Hale back, I will pardon Pulio. The treasure chest in the next room is now yours. Ask the minister about it. You are dismissed. And yeah, this is something the king will do every single time we're done talking to him. He says, busy, busy, busy. And then he'll rush away behind this curtain here and go somewhere else. But we will actually discover where he goes in a little bit. So here's the main menu. You can go to the info of each of your monsters. It's the same thing we've already seen. But you can have up to 3 monsters in your party. Right now we only have 1. You can go into your items. You can look at the skills that your monsters know, and you can use skills. So like if you have a healing skill, you can use that in that menu. And then there's options to change the text speed, which is, how fast it scrolls when you're in like a conversation or in a battle. Journal is how you save the game, and then you can do some other stuff in here that I don't really care about right now. So the other room the king was talking about is here to the left, and we can actually take what's in these chests. So in there we get an herb, which is... there we go, another herb, which is an item that allows us to heal between 30 and 40 HP. So that'll come in handy. And then you can talk to people, like this guy's spinning around in a circle. I have a feeling that your victory will help you find your sister. When you enter the Traveler's Gates, you will be sent to an alien world. There are magical holes in the Mystic World, and you can warp to the next level of the world through the holes. You should be able to come back when you defeat the monster on the last level. During the adventure, if you want to see the map of where you've been, press the select button, but it works only when you are in the Mystic World. Alright, so that guy gives you a very good explanation of how pretty much most of the game is going to work. So, the one thing about this game is that it is kind of repetitive in that, there's a lot of grinding, there's a lot of catching new monsters, breeding them together, starting over from level 1, and there's a whole bunch of Traveler's Gates that you got to go through and bosses to kill and blah blah blah. It is a pretty repetitive storyline, but that's the thing, is like, even though it is kind of that way, it's still so interesting. It really is. Like, it's so much fun. And it really doesn't get old, so... Anyway, the staircase to the left here is now available. This guy moved. These stairs bring you to the Chamber of the Traveler's Gate, so we can go down here. And then, yeah, the only spot that we can go is up into this big gate. And then there's a guy in every room that will tell you the name of the Traveler's Gate. So this is the... well, okay, I guess this one doesn't have a name, maybe? But just because it's the first one, and all we're really doing is going and trying to get Hale back, so... And here we go! Ah, the music. The music, dude. The frickin' music. Ugh! I just want to sit here and listen to this. Over and over again. Oh, anyway. So yeah, you can wander around here. You will have random encounters like this. Look out, Draki monster, fight! And these battles are very straightforward, because obviously there's only so much you can do. Holy crap, we're getting the shit beat out of us already. Hopefully he dies. There we go. So every time you kill a monster, at least in the beginning of the game, there is a very small chance that the monster will want to join your party. And, okay, so here's one of the holes. This will take you to the next level. What was I saying? I'm going too fast. There's too much to explain. Here's a warp wing, which is an item that we can use to escape back to Great Tree. If we're in trouble, running low on HP and stuff like that, we can get out of here by using that item. I keep hitting that button by mistake, sorry. And I still can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, so yeah, there's a small chance that a monster will want to join your party. And basically, later on in the game, you'll have to use incentives on the monsters to get them to want to join your party. And those incentives are different types of meat. So the best one in the game is called a sirloin. There's also ribs and beef jerky, I think. And there's pork chops, if I remember right. So here we're fighting another slime, which is exactly what Slib is. We're fighting ourselves, basically, right now. And I'm definitely going to need to use an herb. I think there's only 4 levels in this Traveler's Gate, because it is kind of just the first one, you know, so they make it pretty short and sweet. Definitely picking up a lot of herbs, that's good. But I really do want to try to get, recruit at least one other monster before we get to the boss, because the boss is Hale, and it's pretty tough to take him out with just Slib. I forgot to use an herb, so I guess I gotta do that now. Slib's wounds healed. Attack! And yeah, the nice thing is you can use an item to heal, and your monster will still attack in the same turn. So it's not like you lose a turn just for having to use an item. So that's nice. That's not usually the case in a lot of RPG type of games, right? Well, frickin' hell, man. I guess I'll just go through the hole. That's what she said. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of holes and stuff like that, so I'm definitely not gonna make innuendos every single time, because that'll just get old really fast. I figured maybe once is enough. Hopefully I got that out of my system and we'll be done with that. You know, let's see. Alright. I would love to catch a Draki here. If I can take this guy out and not die and get lucky here. That's a lot of events that have to happen all together, though. Whew! Alright. I knew I was going to cut it close there, but I figured the most he's done is 6 damage, so I'm probably okay. Alright, here we go. Slib levels up to 2. And it shows you how much all of your stats go up by, so that's nice. And, of course, Draki did not want to join our party. It's not going well so far. But, yeah, I'm already on field 4 out of 4. That's the map, by the way, when you hit the select button. That's what you see. So it'll tell you how many total floors are in the world. It'll tell you which floor you're currently on, so, you know, you'll know how many floors left you have to go. And then, the map fills itself in as you walk around the current floor as well. So, like, currently it ends, if you look down from where I am, where the feather is. And then if I go to the next screen, it'll fill in that corner. So it fills it in screen by screen as you explore each floor. And I am not getting lucky. But yeah, some of the floors in the later places get really complicated, so it'll be nice to be able to use that to know, you know, where else do I need to explore that I haven't been, trying to find the hole. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to recruit a monster here. I really would prefer to before I go and take on Hale. Let me just try to go back and forth a little bit here. Yeah, when you're trying to encounter something, that's when it never happens. There we go. Nice, an anteater. Okay, we haven't seen this guy yet, but this guy would be great to have on our side. He does a lot of damage, as you can just see there. He just hit us for 8. Ah! Alright, I don't want to waste any more video time, so I guess I'll just try it out. There's Hale over there. I guess we'll just see if we can take him out with only Slib. How do you do? I'm Hale. I know you are here to catch me, but you can forget it. The farm is boring. I don't want to go back. Got a little rebel here. So yeah, his name is Hale, but the type of monster that he is a healer. So just so you're not confused. And yeah, I hope this goes okay here. I mean, we do have a lot of herbs that we can burn through, but as you can imagine, his name is Healer, so he has the ability to heal himself, which is going to be, yeah, there you go, extremely frustrating when you can only do so much damage. But I do think eventually he runs out of MP. He's not one of those monsters that seems to have unlimited MP. Nice! So I don't know if you saw there, but it says Slib shouted a battle cry. It's not the same as a critical hit, but it does do a little bit more damage than a typical attack does. So that's a good thing whenever you see that message. But yeah, a critical hit will typically do twice as much damage, whereas the battle cry, whatever you want to call it, thing might do, I don't really know, like maybe 50% more as opposed to double, something like that. So yeah, hopefully he's done with all of his heals, because I don't want this to take too much longer. I'm really not even keeping track of how long this video is, to be honest with you, so hopefully it's not too long. I mean, I know it's the very first one in the Let's Play, so, you know, I don't know, who really cares, right? Whatever. We gotta get all this beginning gameplay out of the way anyway, so get it all done in one shot, and then you can have fun starting to explore the rest of what the game has to offer. Can I do more than 3 damage? That's, like, pathetic, man. I think he's definitely all out of heal spells, though. He hasn't done it in quite some time. Yeah! Got him! And then, yeah, Hale always joins your party, so this is not out of luck or anything. This is supposed to happen. But this is what happens when a monster wants to join your group. So it says, wow, healer male. It tells you the gender, got up, and is looking at us. Do you want to take him into your party? Yes. And of course his default name is Hale, and we're going to keep that. Want to take Hale with you on your quest? And what this is asking is, if you have room in your party, you can just recruit the monster right away, and you can actually start battling with them immediately, basically. So you don't have to pick them up from the farm later, kind of a thing. You are strong. I like you, Terry. Yep, and then Wadabu always shows up after we kill the boss, or in this case, like, catch the boss. Right on, Terry. I'll take you back to the castle. So he takes us back. And I'm sure the king will be very pleased. Oh, Terry, did you bring back Hale? What? Hale said he doesn't want to come back to me? But he said he would rather join you? I see. You sure are good with monsters. Well done. I'm pleased with your performance. I will let Pulio go.
Thank you, Terry. Now I can go back to my farm.
Terry, go to the arena. Your rivals are waiting for you at the arena. You can compete in the tournament if you defeat all of them. You are dismissed. And there he goes again. Busy, busy, busy. Very nice. Give the courageous Master Terry the power of Great Tree. Yep. And the priest will always fully heal your party at this point as well, after you're done talking to the king. To get to the arena, go straight out of the castle and go down. If you survive in the arena, you can compete in the tournament. So there you go. Alright guys, this has been a very busy video. I feel like we've accomplished so much already, and there's still so much more to do. The game has only begun. But I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. This is the Daily Moogle. Have a good one. Bye-bye.